Hello, fellow viewers of the internet. We have a special edition for you today, a 1v1 between the two of the most dangerous islands that have ever come to be. In the left corner, we have the island that is so dangerous that the Indian government has declared it illegal to enter, Sentinel Island. And in the other corner, we have the most dangerous place that you could be as a small dinosaur, smaller than that of a human, Hetzeg Island. Let's first examine the one from the left-hand corner, Sentinel Island. Now, Sentinel Island is the most dangerous island in existence currently at this time. Not because of the animals, not because of the plants or the environment, or the fact that it's an ocean, meaning that you can get tsunamied, but instead of the natives that live there. These natives are so hostile that they will attack anyone who comes in there. Even the government who's trying to just help them. They have attacked the government after the Indian government has flown over their island to make sure they were okay after a helicopter. After a tsunami and earthquake. Not only were they fine, they were the exact same as they always were before. And the government has tried this at least 2 more times, and they all reacted by trying to kill them. So the government just is like, you know what? I don't care. Let's go ahead and just declare this thing illegal for anyone to enter. Unfortunately, though, people don't really listen, because there's been 2 other recorded cases. The first one was of 2 fishermen who ended up getting drunk at sea and stranded on the island. They never came back. In fact, the natives actually hung their skull on a ginormous spear and hung it on the beach to send a message to anyone who dares try to enter that this is their place. Kind of like the Cannibal Islands, well, the cannibalistic natives from the Pirates of the Caribbean, the one island scene, which does exist in our real world, mind you, but these guys are far more dangerous because not only are they cannibalistic, but unlike the other ones, they're not open to reason. And the second recorded case was a person who decided to be a missionary over at Sentinel Island. Now, being a returned LDS missionary myself, I admire his devotion. However, there's a draw between stupidity and passion. He definitely crossed into the stupidity territory, because he already had a story to tell the ages. He survived getting shot at them like 2, maybe 3 different times. And unfortunately, on the 4th time, he never returned. And the fishermen who aided in his getting on the island were later then arrested. And he was never found, meaning that he's probably most likely dead. Now let's go ahead and look at the other one from the other corner, Hetzeg Island. This island is what is now modern-day Europe and existed in the Cretaceous period. Now, this island was home to dwarf dinosaurs. A lot of them were about the size of an average person or smaller. So then why are you thinking, why is it so dangerous? Well, it's actually the apex predator of the island that makes it so dangerous. And that animal is the Hetzegopteryx, the largest flying animal ever to exist on the planet, as tall as a giraffe, and has a wingspan that can block out the sun when it flies overhead. Every dinosaur at the time knew what this guy meant. Danger, stay away. And Hetzeg Island was an archipelago mostly, but the Hetzegopteryxes went over to the mainland, bred, and then came back and just wreaked havoc on the island ecosystems, similar to what modern-day invasive species do on island ecosystems now. Now, which one of these is gonna be the most dangerous? Well, I think it's Hetzeg Island. Now, the reason being is because Sentinel Island, you only have to worry about the natives there, who do own projectiles, and projectiles are pretty dangerous, don't get me wrong, but if you're far enough away, they'll leave you alone. And if you don't even, if you leave their island, they leave you alone. Hetzeg Island, on the other hand, thanks to the Hetzegopteryx, will follow you because the animal can fly. So yeah, I think that Hetzeg Island is much more dangerous than Sentinel Island because of the apex predator can literally just follow you wherever wherever in the world you decide to go, because they can fly, and they can even dive into the water and swim around, similar to other pterosaurs at the time. Although not as well as the other pterosaurs, but still pretty decently better than us humans. So there's like no escape from them. Even in small areas, they could just destroy it with their massive heads. So, yeah, it just goes to show that the time of the dinosaurs was a very scary and very dangerous place. 5 times more so than our modern day ever will be.